Hi, if this bracelet caught your eyes, you are right. It's beautiful, yet oh, so easy to make. Just keep watching to learn how to make it. Welcome to my channel. Here you can learn easy beading techniques and tips to take your craft to designer level. I am Mia, your guide, helping you to upgrade your beading skills. You're welcome. Here we start with 12 seed beads and we create a circle by going back through the first seed bead that we have added in this circle. Then we go back and reinforce the circle. Now we have a circle and we are going to make it into a square. We do this by adding one seed bead in between two seed beads, then go through the next three and again add one seed bead. Again pick up one, go through three, and this is how we create the corners of the square. And this will be the first unit, the first square unit of our bracelet. Now this square unit, we embellish it by adding a sequence of seed bead, bicone, seed bead, and we go through the opposite corner and then come back through these three seed beads, connecting it to the first seed bead, and we make sure we go back through that seed bead in the opposite direction of the thread that came out. And here we have our unit. Now we create the next unit, taking into account that we have that seed bead as a common connector between the first and the second unit. And that seed bead is also one of the square corners for the next unit. Now we pick up 12 seed beads and create the first the circle of the second unit, and we go back through the connector seed bead, and now we flip the work over. We go through the next three seed beads, pick up one seed bead and create one of the corners, and we continue this way along the circle. Here we have the third square corner, and this one is the fourth, as we already have one from the connector bead. And now we pass the thread to the first beads after the connector. And why we do this? Because this way the bead will pop out. And we move the thread to the opposite corner, opposite to the connector bead. And now we create the second embellishment, or the embellishment for the second unit, by picking up the same sequence of seed bead, bicone seed bead. We go through the connector bead, and then we go back through the beads that we have just added, and then connect with the opposite corner seed bead by going from the opposite direction of the thread. And this is our second unit embellished. Now let's add together an ending for our clasp. This is a closed jump ring, and to attach that one, I'm going to pick up 4 seed beads that will get connected to the last connector bead, and I will pick up that closed jump ring to be included in the circle. And now I'm going to reinforce a few times, more than a few times, this circle of 5 seed beads that will actually hold that closed jump ring. And why I'm using this type of ending for the clasp, because sometimes you can make decisions about what type of clasp you want to use. And if you have your bracelet or even necklace finished this way, you will be able to leave this decision for later, and is also a good decision for your stock. For instance, if you don't have enough clasps, which can be lobster clasp, could be a magnetic clasp, which are also quite expensive, and you want to create the item, but you don't want to spend, let's say, the clasps, you can finish it this way and to add the clasp as you have it, or as you know, I don't know, maybe you want to sell it or to make it as a gift, and you can finish it right in that moment, and you don't block stock, let's say, like this. And this is just reinforcing, and then you make sure that you weave in the ends a few times maybe. And now let me show you how you attach with an open jump ring your clasp, in this case lobster clasp. I try to keep the colors of the clasp very close to the colors of the main seed beads, and in this case I'm using a gunmetal clasp, and I'm attaching to the closed jump ring and to the clasp. And this is how you can finish your bracelet as well. Thank you for watching. See you in our next tutorial.